This is Jimmy Greaves being put through his paces by Graham Taylor. I think prior to the 1984 FA Cup final.
Jimmy, what we mustn't have and what we won't have, else we'll be here all day. This isn't a press-up, Jim. And that's not a press-up, Jim. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
The press-up is there.
Is it?
Yeah. And get the hands and keep those feet down there, Jim. And all we try to do now is lift off the ball and look to the sky. No, it's 1, 2. Now, what I don't want is that. You've got to get those legs over that bar.
That's quite right.
All these right. Okay?
You don't want that. You want some...
Right up and over there, you see, Jim.
Is 10 the only number you know, boss?
See, Barnes, you just go over those hurdles for us. Double jumping. 1, 2. Let's go! 1, 2. The press up, Jim. All the way down. 3, 8. Come on, Jimmy. 8, 9. Barnes. 2, 3, 4. Clip those heels, Jim. 6. Oh, Jimmy, keep going. Keep going. I'll pick it up. You've gone. Come on, my son. Let's come again. We've got
a 6-yard man.
All right, 6-yard box. There it is. And again for you. Well done. Give me the post. Your mind's going, Jim.
What I love about this is Jimmy Greaves, he's only 44 in this.
I couldn't believe that.
He is absolutely fucked after doing these exercises. But what I love about Jimmy Greaves, he's got such a natural
do
comic.
like 10 burpees and jumping over 2 hurdles.
But he's got such a natural comic instinct. He played for Barnet until 79. You know, he would have retired 5 years previously. But he's an absolute mess after he does the burpees and the push-ups and the little sprints and the jumps.
Mess.
But he's got such a comic instinct. He really plays up to it. And it makes for a really funny 2-minute long video. Because that Watford...
I'm a 6-yard man.
Yeah. And the way he mows, you're like, And Taylor's telling him how to do
Haven't you got any numbers, Gaffer?
Everything goes up to 10. Why 10, Graham? And that right then, and it's a proper push-up, not like this, not like that, like this. That's a proper press-up, Jimmy. Good effort, Jim. Good effort. It's a really funny video.
But Graham Taylor's only about 40 in this.
Yeah.
Do you know what, though? Tell you one thing, I love Jimmy Greaves anyway. But think of the stick that Graham Taylor had off the press, right?
Yes.
He comes across always as a fucking good bloke and good company.
100%.
Doesn't he seem really funny in this? And like a good laugh. And a fucking sound bloke.
Well, there's a couple of bits. He every time I met him, he was just a delight of a bloke to deal with.
Oh,
he's a proper good guy. But
when he died, the 5 Live people who worked with him, I knew, were devastated. They said he was such a nice, gentle bloke, Graham.
He was a really, really just... he couldn't do more for you, I would say.
Lovely.
But in this, how many managers now would do this level of stuff? No one. We're doing fitness
They're
training.
not doing hands-on training, are they?
You don't get
not
many hands-on coaches in terms of the football on the pitch, let alone the actual, And I thought this was pre-season, but this is before an FA Cup final.
Yeah, he's 39 in this, Graham Taylor.
Oh, they're just bits of bamboo on, bits of bamboo and some shitty little dumbbells. This is, and you're at the top. You're one of the top teams in the country.
Yeah, you're playing in the FA Cup final.
They also were a famously fit team, this Watford team.
They look fit.
But the fitness they were doing is dated very badly because Taylor was obsessed with cross-country runs. So Iwan Roberts was part of this team. So he would make them go for these 12 and 14-mile runs, jogs all the time. Which obviously Pep is not doing that at Man City because it bears no relation to the kind of running you do in a football match. But they were a very, very fit team, Watford, by the standards of the day. But I just Greavesy sort of hangdog expression throughout. He'd have been a great comic actor, I reckon.
Oh, I'd love to see him do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crossover.
He must have been a bloody good laugh in the dressing room.
They did that in America a lot. See, we never did that. So people like Dick Buckers would be in things. If you had a bit about you and you were a sports person, that was a viable thing to step into sort of scripted comedy.
Yes.
I can't think of anyone who's done it over here.
Who's
No.
the Bears coach? Ditka.
Ditka, yeah.
I was briefly aware of him as a coach, but more aware of him from sitcom cameos.
Yeah.
That's amazing,
Because
isn't it?
he would be the angry guy with the moustache.
Yeah.
And everyone would laugh their heads off, and I wouldn't really get it. He'd just be the angry guy in the moustache, but obviously...
But Buckus did like long comedy series, like several series of different comedies and stuff. We've never done that. I think Greaves would have been brilliant. He was great on St. Greaves, obviously, off the cuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Al said, he's got really good timing. He's got a great... Some people just look funny.
Yeah,
I look at Jimmy,
yes.
and I don't mean odd. I mean, he just makes me laugh when I see him.
Yeah. He's got a great raised eyebrow, Jimmy Greaves.
Yeah.
He's one of the most... I just love Jimmy Greaves. And I was so sad when he died because when he used to come on the telly and I used to watch St. and Greaves eat religiously, as soon as you saw him on screen, you kind of relaxed because you knew you were in safe hands because he was a funny bloke who knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Some actors do that, don't they? Like
Yeah.
Bill Murray just makes me laugh. Before he says anything, I
Yes.
just start giggling. I'm waiting for it to be funny. Should know it's going to be funny because it's a Bill Murray.
Yeah. Will Ferrell, I think, is a good
Will
example.
Ferrell's a classic.
That's it. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah. Whenever I see him do like stuff in front of a live audience,
A little look or something.
award
he just-
ceremonies or whatever.
But Greaves,
I'm
he does
ready.
those looks. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And obviously, he'd have had no comic acting training. It's just all instinctive. He must have been fucking great fun, Jimmy Greaves.
But he was on telly lots, wasn't he? Because he did TVAM as well.
Yeah, TV
as well
reviewing.
as the
And,
sort of-
Also,
yeah.
before his injury, not just a good footballer, but probably the best footballer in the country.
Yeah.
Arguably the best striker England's ever produced, Jimmy Greaves. He scored 44 goals in 57 games. It's absolutely insane as a record. But
Especially the time that he was playing in.
yeah, the other interesting thing I think with the FA Cup is because the build-up was so long. Nowadays, the way they would do it is if it was Man City in the final, they would do a 10-minute piece on sort of Jack Grealish, how he cuts inside, and they would compare him to Jeremy Doku, and they would compare him to other wingers in the league, and there would be loads on shape, and they'd be showing loads of attacking set plays, from the previous season, and what can we expect from Jack, blah blah blah. Loads of speculation as to who was starting the first 11. In the 80s, when the FA Cup was on, it was often the only one of the very few live games on the telly. It was basically a sort of light-ent football-themed show for hours. There was very little tactical discussion. It was just taking the piss. Like in this game, 84 Everton 2 Watford 0. I think before this match, there's a celeb game on the pitch at Wembley before the proper football kicks off.
Brucey's out there on a sing-song.
Yeah, and Daley Thompson is playing, and Michael Barrymore is playing, and Freddie Starr would be doing skits. It was kind of
With a 5 seconds delay, I trust.
but it was far less actual football than people remember.
Because I don't think it's the same with rugby. I don't think anything's wrong with it being entertainment. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why am I watching football? Because I want to
Yeah.
have fun and enjoy it. I want my team
Yeah.
to win, but I want to enjoy the whole thing. Right? So we've all got mates who are the bloke down the pub who just rattles off stats non-stop. I don't give a fuck about that, really.
Yeah.
It's nice you can have a depth of interest. It's fine, I get it, but that's not the interesting bit. It's the day and the crack, and then it's
Yes,
everything else.
definitely.
So, I've no doubt in my mind that I would have enjoyed it watching a game of rugby in the 70s at least as much as I enjoy watching it now, even if they weren't as athletic or as tall or as strong, or the lineouts weren't as well drilled, and the scrums were a bit of a fucking joke, and there was no set defences. That they didn't play a drift defence or a blitz defence, and there wasn't. I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to see skills and watch the game I like and watch the people that I can engage with, and I want it to be a fun experience, and I would like my team to win. So you can't tell me that somebody wasn't enjoying watching Nottingham Forest play in the 70s as much as someone enjoys watching Man City play now, because that's not true.
Yeah.
Press ups whilst putting your hands on a football.
That's quite hard, that.
They made it look a lot easier than I thought it would be.
A lot of stabilisers going on.
Yeah, I wasn't sure that I could do that.
And really deep press-up Graham Taylor was doing.
Well,
Yeah,
Graham
yeah.
wanted them. You wanted proper ones, yeah.
Yeah, proper one.
Proper press-ups.
Yeah, and show you all the ones that you can't do.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Show you what a burpee isn't. Show you what a press-up isn't.
That's basically what our PE teacher would refer to press-ups that weren't done correctly as willy dippers.
Yeah, yeah.
So you'd be like,
Yeah.
no willy dippers. No.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't say that.
No.
When-
You wouldn't get away with that in school now.
I've seen footage of the 70s Welsh rugby team, the great Welsh rugby team doing push-ups or press-ups when they're in training. The standard of press-up is absolutely abysmal. It is proper like primary school kids doing press-ups. Ray Gravel is doing proper ones, but no one else is.
Yeah. Plus, you just look at the coach and you just stay there, and then when they turn around, then you do a press-up.
That's great.
Doesn't it? Everyone just watching like that. That's my 3 for the day.